It's the Unemployment Show with Dave English. With Dave's special guests from the Waffle Shop, Don Wileski, the creator of the fabulous car bike, Aaron Isaiah Massengill. Tonight's musical guest, the Four Roses. Guest artist, Lucky Leroy the Shoeman. A lesson from our own music director, Luke Williams. With Dave as always is Dawn the Dragon Orkowski, and I'm A. Preston Crothers, Esquire. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave English! Woo!
All right. Thank you all for coming to the show. I don't think he knows what Esquire means, but whatever, we'll give it to him.
It has something to do with horses.
Yeah. You wish. Okay, June 4th, 2010. Friday night, 11 o'clock p.m. I couldn't afford a watch. Somewhere in the east end of Pittsburgh, at a waffle shop. Oddly enough, this is where it all begins. I'm Dave English. This is the Unemployment Show. So, congratulations, you're the man for the job. You're hired. But I'm sorry, things just aren't working out. We're gonna have to let you go. You're fired. Because, fuck you, I quit. The truth be told, walked out of my house today and I found opportunity lying dead on the sidewalk in front of my house. And I examined the corpse, and it was early morning and it was still cool, so I waited around for the sun to heat up the cement enough that the rigor loosened. And so taking the dead body of opportunity and dragging it up the walkway to my front porch, I wrapped its dead blue knuckles by the wrist off of my front door a few times. And make of that what you will, and judge me as you may. One way or the other, opportunity knocked. I figured the son of a bitch was on his way to my house, and sure enough, I'm tired of waiting at the gate for him. So, there, standing over the corpse of opportunity, I was, and now here I am, and here we all are, and you wonder exactly how did this come to be? How did we get here? Was there a point where I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna be a talk show host, and I'm going to convince my friends to back me up as a production team and help me put on a monthly talk show at a waffle shop? Is that pretty much how it went?
That's pretty much exactly how it went. Yeah.
So I guess I'm not that bad of a salesperson after all. And what's odd about this choice, I suppose, is that I don't really watch talk shows. I don't watch television. I can't afford cable. I don't like it. Even if I could afford it, there have been times when I've been, making the sales and doing all that shit, and I've decided I don't really like it. It doesn't contribute anything to me or to my life. So why, in fact, would I choose a format like this when I don't want to be like a typical talk show host where I'm going to interview some mindless celebrity about a movie that's coming out that essentially I can't afford the $10 to go see this fucking movie, which sucks, like Keanu Reeves fights a glacier or some shit like that. Like, who gives a rat's ass? It's $10 for admission, $7 for popcorn, $6 for a Dr. Pepper, and there's no money left for a hand job. So why would I want to be
What's
involved?
What's a movie without a hand job?
Yeah, what is a movie without the old dick in the popcorn box? Anyway, so I will be interviewing people, and I'll be interviewing people on a scale from unemployable and unemployed to people who have found their own niche and are happily employed, and sort of the gray areas in between. I'll also be hosting musical guests. And of course, with the sort of person I am, I don't want to have these airbrushed studio twats who have none of the chops, but all of the looks. I want my musicians to have bad teeth and fucked up hair and smell like a boiled cat. You know, it's there you go. So why would someone with an attitude like mine choose to do television or internet television, or more specifically, a talk show? It's basically volume. It's the audience I can reach. Most people do like television and do like this kind of shit. They like to find out who's gonna get kicked off the island, if the fat guy can lose all the weight, if this closeted kid from Texas is really the next American icon, which celebrity can dance the fastest, all that shit. None of that really matters, even a little bit. Even if you put it all together, which fat-ass celebrity who's coming out of the closet can dance in Texas until Texas becomes an island? I mean, don't we wish that was the case? I don't know. No. It's essentially, I realize, people like to look at little screens. They like to be distracted from the truth. Real life is a bitch. It's tough. It's tough out there. It's hard knocks. And things like unemployment are a slap in the face and not a lot of fun. You know, who the hell wants to deal with that? So it's much easier to watch the fat dancing celebrity type person. And while I do serve to emulate that sort of format and that style, I promise I will work to distract you from the reality and the pain of it all, and to make you laugh and entertain and amuse you. But at the same time, I promise not to ever really let you fully look away from the painful truth. I'll jam your face into it if I have to. But together, we will snicker, hand in hand, me as your host, my wacko friends and staff as your backup. I will help you snicker through the chaos, light the darkness with your wit, look the unemployment beast in the eye and smile, and like the pallbearer who cuts a fart in the middle of a funeral, we will change the tone. Because when things get to be this fucked up, and truthfully, look around, things are pretty fucked up, the best you can do is have a laugh about it. So that's it. You're watching The Unemployment Show. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Are you out of work? Are you tired of feeling less than your employed friends? Do you sit at home all day wishing for more? Employatrex can fix all of that. You don't have to suffer anymore. Noworkitol is a revolutionary new antidepressant that directly counteracts the effects of being unemployed. The chemicals in Noworkitol block the parts of your brain that deal with ambition, while aiding the parts of the brain that will increase the skills you need to be actively unemployed. Noworkitol raises your hand-eye coordination to help you beat video games, even on the most difficult levels. It modifies your sense of smell and taste as needed to make buying groceries a thing of the past. And finally, it limits the amount of decibels you can hear, so those tense situations just roll right past you. Ask your healthcare provider about Noworkitol. Noworkitol will get you past the point of caring.
A small percentage of patients reported the following side effects: excess body hair, hat head, morbid obesity, and headaches. See your doctor immediately if you become employed, as stopping Noworkitol suddenly may cause serious withdrawal symptoms such as increased activity, normal sleep patterns, and general well-being.